Now, it's a lot of stuff I want to talk about, but not too much, because I'm starting a new segment in my show. Of course, those who listen know. Um, I'm kind of going on a solo venture here because I kind of like being able to just talk to my people and just get some stuff out that I need to get out just because like all my other shows are group based, or either I'll have a guest on and I'll talk to my guest about certain things. But I kind of like doing this every now and then just because I don't book a guest. I don't, have a person come on with me. I just sit down and talk about some things that's on my mind that's maybe happening in the world or just in St. Louis as a whole. But because I'm from St. Louis, I live in St. Louis, it's always some shit going on here. It's always something going on here that I want to talk about. It's crazy. So, in my community, I like to give back. I like to do things for other people. And during COVID, when COVID was out, I was volunteering and doing a lot of work with an alderman in the ward that I grew up in, and that's Alderman Brandon Bosley. Okay, so he has become a friend. I've watched him. I stood side by side with him as he went in the community, and he did a lot of things for the community I grew up in. I mean, it was a store in my community. The store has been a nuisance for freaking, man, as long as I can remember. My brother had been a victim to a lot of crap that's went on around that store, and the store owners never did shit. They never did nothing about it. They just like would sell things they like not supposed to sell, like food. They got, they know drug sales going on outside the store. They know prostitutes. I mean everything, and they never did nothing. It became like a hub for crime, right? No alderman in that ward ever was able to do anything about the store. I guess they had a relationship with the people in the store, but he went, stood in front of the store, got the shit, got the owner in court. He had to stand in court for his violations that he had been doing for man decades. He was selling food. He was not able to do that. He had old products and shit, and he was selling to the community. It was basically like, I don't know, a bodega or some shit like that. He really went in my community and really cleaned it up. He really gave a shit about the community that he was actually the alderman in. But I can say he was for us, for the people. I'm from that area. I went to grade school. If you're familiar with St. Louis, the area between Grand, it's like Grand and Natural Bridge to St. Louis Avenue, over all the way down to I want to say Old St. Louis, which is Salisbury, in that area, a little bit of Fallon Place, and those areas over there. So I watched him. He hosted job fairs, food giveaways, all kind of shit to help the community, and he was like not giving in to the status quo. It seems that to me, people in St. Louis that's in our political scene, I'ma say that it's just my 2 cents now. Or don't come for me, and if you do, I don't give a shit because I am a voter. I go out and vote every fucking election. I'm not, just one of these people that just sit at home complaining shit. I get out, I vote, I volunteer, I give my time, my energy and shit, and I watch these government officials who don't do shit, talk all shit, and fucking bully the ones that do. Like, you're not out here. You're not helping. You're not doing shit. You're signing shit into law that's stupid. Stupid shit. You don't put the money back into the community. That all this money that's handed down. Like, you throw us fucking chump change. It's almost like we just standing on the sideline waiting for y'all scraps. Y'all don't give back. Y'all don't do shit. And then the ones that do, you fucking bully them. You bully them. And then you get them to go the fuck away because they won't do what you want them to do. They won't support your bullshit. And that shit is super crazy. So now we have this situation. Now, they had started with him. They started with Brandon before Kim Gardner got resigned from office. But I was finna say got removed from office, because to me, that's what the fuck happened. She wouldn't have never resigned. She held on as long as she possibly could. When people start dying, it's time to go. Fuck that. Dying out of all these weird consequences and shit. So Brandon is, I want to say, he gives me militant, a little militant. He's pro black, you know. And when you pro black, it's a problem. It's a problem. Being pro black, that's a problem. You know, and Brandon, I can say I work side by side with him. I've watched them give out toys on Christmas. None of these fucking other aldermen do this shit, okay? First of all, he is the only alderman that has a fucking Christmas parade every year. I don't know what the hell the rest of them doing, but I never see it. I never see them in the community. So if they do, I apologize. But for what I see, they don't do shit. You know, they don't do shit. They don't give back toys. They not hands-on with the people. They not knocking on doors. They not in Walnut Park, and on the south side. They're not doing that shit. You only see them when it's election time or it's a problem in the community like crime or some shit, and the higher ups are getting on their ass. So then they come out and you see their face and they want your support and all the bullshit. But I don't see these people doing anything. They are not hands-on. When you carry in St. Louis, time after time after time after time again, you get pushed out with some fucking bullshit. Some bullshit. The only way you get fucking pushed out is either you piss somebody off with, you know, piss off the wrong person basically, or you giving a fuck. So they got him on some bribery bullshit that sound like a setup to me. So I don't know. I wasn't there. I'm only going by what these people wrote, what they're saying on television. Okay. Now it just seems like a setup. So to make a long story short, what happened was they saying that he bought a car. Let's be specific. A Toyota Prius. What the fuck year was it? Never mind the year. He bought a Toyota Prism, which is a shit car anyway. First of all, let's talk about that. And the car that he bought from a particular individual. This the same person. This is the same man. Hey, AP World 24. Hey, St. Louis Jazz fan. Okay. I'm pissed off though, because this don't make sense. Soon as we as a community get somebody that's actually give a fuck, that we can go call and they actually put forth the effort to get shit done. Like I called him a couple of times on different situations, and he would go into action or give me the information I need to get what I need done. He gave a fuck, okay? Now the election came up, he didn't win. Which didn't surprise me because they ran this big ass smear campaign on him before election. Then when election came, the people who normally would back him were backing other people or just didn't get their ass out and vote. And I'm jumping subjects, but I'm going to get back to what I was talking about. Or just didn't get out and vote because I was at the polls and all I saw was a sprinkle of us. A very, very sprinkle of us. I was there, you know. So, okay. So, anyway, he bought a Toyota Prism. And this car, they say the car is valued at $10,000. But from this same particular gas station, this same person who was the person behind getting the other three aldermen indicted on bribery charges, this is the same person that Brandon dealt with this car situation. Now, this was before all this happened. Who is what they said is a FBI informant. He is an informant for the FBI. Now, let's talk about it. This same informant is the person who had a nuisance property that black men kept getting shot on the fucking lot in front of the gas station. His property was a nuisance. And I remember Brandon going to this man's property, you know, like, you got to get this shit together. Your property is a nuisance. And actually getting this man's store shut down. Let's be real. Let's run it back now. Now, I don't know if he was the main factor in his store getting shut down, but the main factor in his store getting shut down was that it was a fucking nuisance to the neighborhood. You can't keep having shootings and shit on your lot and nobody do anything. So the store gets shut down. This is after he got these other three aldermen indicted. That's a whole nother story. The store gets shut down, and now here we go with this shit. Probably a month or so, 2 months later, here we go with this. Now, this the same man. This is the same man. Okay, let's get back to the story. So, he brought this car from this particular person, and the car was supposed he wanted $1,500 for the car or something. He ended up paying $500 for the car. Okay, so let me just read it. He's accused of inflating the repair bill in an insurance claim for a Toyota Prism. He had purchased the car from a convenience store owner in his ward for $500. Well below its nearly $10,000 retail value. Now, what the fuck they got to do with him? What they got to do with him? If I buy a car, I don't even understand what this has to do with anything, because if I buy a car for somebody, it's a used car, and this is your car, I'm gonna try to get a deal too. Like, I don't know what that has to do with anything. So the convenience store owner was a federal informant that helped the FBI bring cases against former aldermen. So they go into the former alderman or whatever, and they said he is identified by the newspaper of the the North St. Louis gas station convenience owner, Muhammad, however you pronounce his last name. And they said the alderman offered a bribe. Wait a minute. Offered bribes to other aldermen in exchange for tax breaks and other city hall favors. So basically, they saying Brandon wanted him to do the paperwork and say the paperwork that he paid $500 for the car, so he wouldn't have to pay freaking however much in taxes on the car taxes or whatever. Like, is that a reason to drag? I don't understand this. It just feels like a complete fucking smear campaign. It just feels like that you didn't do what we wanted you to do, and you didn't get reelected, and this is what we're gonna do. It's kind of sort of like they did Kim Gardner. Like, it's almost like anybody who's diligently supported her is getting a backlash for not bending, because he's just a civilian now. He's not the alderman no more. He didn't win the election. So now they got him in the newspaper. He's all on the news. He's getting drugged. He got to get a lawyer and all this shit because the man allegedly gave him a break on the paperwork, said that he paid, which I know is against the law. That is against the law. It's against the law. It's against the law. He said that he paid $500 for the car. He might have paid $1,500. I mean, I don't know. Y'all can jump in my inbox. Y'all can say what y'all want to say. But I'm not understanding this. I'm not understanding how the powers that motherfucking be, all the dirt and shit, that's all you could get on this man. I mean, you couldn't get anything more substantial to drag him. And then you got this man on bribery stings and shit and saying he is a fucking wire. The FBI is prosecuting him for wire fraud and all this shit. Like, is that shit, does that solidify what the fucking actual crime was? I mean, this man was a pillar in our community. I don't even understand why he didn't win the election. But I know it's because the people that he served, once again, us, did not get up off our asses and go vote for this man. So he didn't win the election. I know the people in his community would have voted for him if they would have got up and went and vote. I mean, I was like, did you vote today? Oh, today election day. Today we supposed to vote today. I got a million of them motherfuckers. Oh yeah, we supposed to vote today. Black people, white people, whoever you are. For real, honestly though, white people got it. I'm just saying, they got it. They got it. They get up, they exercise their right to vote, and they get their ass up and they do what they need to do to get the job done. And us black people who had to, our relatives had to fight for this fucking opportunity to get up and to go vote. They got spat on, they got kicked, they got beat, rocks upside their head, every fucking thing else. And for us to vote, and you cannot simply get off of your lazy ass and go fucking vote. You can't get off your lazy ass and go vote. I mean, this shit is so disgusting to me as a brown person, as a black, so-called black woman, that my grandmother told me stories. My grandmother told me stories of how they, used to go and they did not have the right to vote, and those that went to vote got beat and kicked, and it was like fucked up. And now that we got the right to vote, you lazy motherfuckers won't get up and go vote. Now, I do understand, okay? It might feel like our vote don't count. Ain't shit gonna change. But I'm telling you that it do. I'm telling you that it do. It really does count. I think that we can get the people in we want in, we can do. But now, I'ma say this. Being black does not make you a person that should be in office. That don't got shit to do with it, because a lot of these politicians that we voting for, that they using their black skin to get their ass in office, and then they turn around and you don't even know this motherfucker. You like, why did I vote for this motherfucker? You pushing the agenda. They push the agenda. They get they black asses in office and they don't do shit. And anybody that might get in there and do something, they fucking drag. They fucking drag. Our fucking political scene ain't really know that much better than East St. Louis. I mean, if you know the history of East St. Louis, they political scene been shitty since shitty was shit. I mean, at one time they had two mayors because one of the motherfuckers didn't want to leave and one was voted in. I mean, it's been crazy. That's how East St. Louis got so desolate, because of the feud between the mayors. They drained the town's assets with two mayors. If you know anything about East St. Louis, or anything about the history. And our government lately has been so fucking corrupt, and they pushing an agenda that you don't even see coming, because y'all at home watching fucking BMF or some stupid shit. Y'all ain't even connected to the fucking what's going on in your own city. You don't get up and vote. You don't go do shit. And anybody that speaks against it is screaming, help me from the people. And the people just don't give a fuck. The people don't give a fuck. Everybody got their own issues, and they just like, well, it ain't me. But you just don't understand. It's about to affect you in a big way, because you think they fixing up all these little projects and shit is going on. They about to push y'all ass into a motherfucking little bitty corner, and you're gonna be you really gonna know each other then, because we gonna all be living next door to each other. Well, y'all, because not me. I get up and vote. I see what the fuck is going on. I see what's going on. They seized the LRA list. You can't buy any property, and then the property is all high. Everybody buying it up from out of state. Half the shit it's not even owned by people from this city. How many of y'all got fucking foreign landlords, or fucking people that's in Texas or fucking California as your fucking landlords? Because you know why? Because y'all not tapped in. Y'all not tapped into what the fuck is going on around y'all. Y'all too busy worried about who the fuck Nene into it with, or Krishan and motherfucking Blueface and all that goofy ass shit that don't even affect you. These people don't know you. They don't give a fuck about you. Y'all not tapped in. And you gonna be affected by these changes that's coming along, because they definitely working behind the scenes, and you're not gonna know it until it's too late. You're not gonna know until it's too late. Y'all gotta get tapped in. They dragging the good people. Bruce Franks, he was another one. He was tapped into the community. He was for us. For us. They draw that man out of here. They made him seem like he was the worst person in the world, a fraud, a thief, all type of shit. All type of shit. Because he didn't want to kiss the ring. But, hold up. Because I saw something else in the paper. Well, but our St. Louis County prosecuting attorney, who wouldn't help Kim Gardner, sent her no help, hold nothing down for her, didn't give a fuck about nothing, because he is another one of those guys that's freaking nice and creamy and white on the inside. He ain't for us. He don't give a fuck about us. And he just doing what he do. Oh, he's running for U.S. Senate. Did y'all know that? Right after This Kim Gardner shit. Now he running for U.S. Senate. Y'all better wake up. Y'all better wake the fuck up. Y'all better wake up. That shit is heavy on my heart because I'm just like, really? A fucking 2010 Toyota Prius? Or y'all fucking, that's all y'all could do with all the shit that's going on in St. Louis. All the murders, all the briberies, all the motherfucking underhanded sneaky shit going on. You get this man for not wanting to pay a couple $100 in fucking sales tax. If I'm wrong, it does call it an insurance. What they call it? A fucking insurance scheme. Come on, y'all. We got to do better. Come on, St. Louis. This is why we so stressed out. Y'all understand it's a part of the problem. Like, they control our money. They control this shit, you know. And speaking of our government, how many of y'all kids got the food stamp cards? I mean, they send my grandbabies a food stamp card. And I don't, you know, everybody else like, how my baby get one? How can I get my baby one? Okay. First of all, the whole concept of my granddaughter getting a food stamp card with her fucking name on it bothers me. That bothers me. Now, all the rest of you food stamp hungry motherfuckers, it might not bother, but it says something to her mental. It fucks with her mentally as a child. So no, it's like, it's okay to get stamps. Getting stamps is a great thing. We get food stamps, yay. And I'm like, hold the fuck up. This is a government-aided program. You supposed to aim higher than this. You aim to the fucking moon. Don't send my fucking baby a card, food stamp EBT card with her name on it that she can fucking swipe. Why don't you just put the stamps on the mother's card? Like, what are y'all doing? What is Missouri doing? Missouri has the shittiest fucking government, and everybody think it's the people. I definitely do not think it's the people the reason why Missouri is so fucked up. Like, anybody that owns a business, anybody that does anything that's trying to do the positive shit and work their shit in a positive way, you gotta get out of St. Louis. Because you know why? Because the laws are not for you. The laws are going to keep their foot on your neck. All the shit that we do, if you go to Atlanta, California, even New York, they don't do this shit. They don't charge all this for admissions. They don't charge all this shit for taxes. Taxes on everything. I look at my check. I work downtown. I got a downtown tax, a city tax, a federal tax. All these motherfucking taxes. A tax because I work downtown. All these taxes on my fucking check every time I get fucking paid. Then you turn around and you say you give me my money back at the end of the year, but you tax the money that you tax. I mean, just make this shit make sense. How am I supposed to survive? How am I supposed to survive? I mean, legally. Because I'm going to be okay. Me and mine, we going to be okay. But how do I supposed to survive legally if the governor takes the monies away from the schools, the fucking after school programs, don't dump no money into the, you get millions of fucking dollars and you give it to an organization to divvy out to who the fuck they want it to go to. But you don't go and do the work. You don't put the money where it needs to go. I'm outside. I know what the fuck is going on. But you can put up 15 liquor stores. You can put up 15 motherfucking liquor stores. I can't go a block without a liquor store or a bar. And then you wonder why we always in the motherfucker. Because we stress the fuck out. It's a setup. It's a setup. It's so many hardworking good people that I know that's just stressed the fuck out. We tired. And then you say everybody going to Texas. You goddamn right. Everybody going to Atlanta. You motherfucking right. We are. We're getting the fuck out of here. If you want to live, you better. You better fucking go. You better go somewhere. But fuck out of here. I love my city. I love it. I love where I'm from. I love where I'm raised from. I love all that. But if you want to be successful, you have to get from up under this motherfucking dictatorship, this bullyism. And I don't give a fuck, man. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to say how I feel because I'm the one paying taxes. I'm the one doing this. I do 50 million things. I leave work, go home, go to sleep. I mean, leave work, go. Come on, man. I'm live. I leave work, come to the studio, go to an event. I'm over here. I'm over there. I'm trying to do this for the kids. I'm trying to do that. God damn, I got to do 50 million motherfucking things just to pay my rent. And then when I want to buy a house, you make it so fucking hard for me. If I don't do anything fucked up, then I can't fucking even get a house. And then the house got all these other stipulations that come with it and all this shit. God damn, I better leave her if I want to live stress free with my family. Man, I don't know. Y'all better wake the fuck up. That's what I'm gonna say. Wake y'all stupid asses up. I'ma say it. I ain't finna sugarcoat it. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I'ma talk about this my whole fucking 30 minutes because today my show's short. My new show is gonna be short until I figure get the kinks out. But this shit is ridiculous. St. Louis, you should be a fucking ashamed of yourself. You need to get the fuck up, get up out the bed, cut the fucking idiot box off, and get y'all ass up and go vote for these people. Y'all put these people in. Now, I will say this. Some of the people we put in, they do the motherfucking Jedi mind trick. They come in like, oh, we're for the black community. You know, they always use us. You can't hear me? All right. They always use us to get the fucking office. Black people, vote for me. I'm the person you want in office. Can you hear me now? I'm the person you want. I'm the person you want in office. I'm here. Look at me. And we vote based on, we know you personally. You from a place where people, where like the projects or some shit like that. We know you or your political ties get you the fuck in because the shit where they go out and they advertise and all that type of shit. That shit works. So they give the money to the people that, for those who don't know, to the people that they want to get in office, and then certain people will back them. But y'all gotta wake up. Y'all gotta look. Y'all gotta see. I promise. Certain people that y'all put in office is backing certain people that ain't shit. They have an agenda and they pushing that motherfucker. And you motherfuckers are not gonna know what the fuck happens until you motherfuckers not gonna know what the fuck is going on. And then you're gonna want out and you're gonna want to get up out your bed in your motherfucking bonnets and all your fucking bullshit, your sleeping pants and shit, and come out and have something to say. When they start moving you motherfuckers around like chess pieces, it's gonna be your fault. It's gonna be your fault. I'm telling you, it's gonna be your fault. Don't talk about it then. So I'm gonna say what the fuck I feel. This is my platform and that's what I do. But y'all gotta do better. We gotta do better for these people that's fighting for us. They fighting for us. They out here on the front line getting the information. Y'all let them close them fucking schools. All them schools. This man said we gotta get out and vote. He gave you all the information. Y'all motherfuckers didn't come to none of the meetings. Y'all didn't give a fuck. Y'all wasn't locked in, tuned in, or none of that. So guess what they doing? Taking all them fucking them buildings, turn them into motherfucking lofts, turn them into charter schools. Nothing that helps us. None of that shit does anything for us. Charter school is bullshit. It's not. It's a private entity. It gets the money that our kids would get, and it trickles down into segments of shit that have nothing to do with the environments that they in. It's not city money. It's different. It's different. And we know apartment lofts, we can't afford them motherfuckers. I live in a loft now, busting my ass. I want a house. Fuck a loft. That's some more shit that's a fuckation. Do you understand that living in a loft is all bullshit? It's all bullshit. I'm an artist, so I live in the ones I live in with a discount. I'm keeping it funky. But it's bullshit. The best people that live free, they live on land. That is the best living in the world. You go where the fuck you want, you go back home to peace and tranquility. Shit that you own, land that you own. You own. This is what I saw. They living off the grid. That loft shit is bullshit. You pay for the loft, that ain't yours. I've been in my loft for 4 years. I'm breaking my ass to get out the motherfucker. You pay for somebody else's generational wealth. It don't go back to us. It don't go back to us. What you gonna leave your kids with? Like Chris Rock said, white people leave a motherfucking will. Black people leave a bill, bitch. You can't even bury yourself. Like, y'all gotta get y'all shit together. I love my black people, but y'all tripping. If you're not part of the solution, you most definitely part of the fucking problem. Okay. You most definitely part of the problem. So, with that being said, being part of the solution, Miss Me Creations and Miss Me Out the Dark is putting a fundraiser together for the kids of Walnut Park. Now, I know the media, in no fault of his own, blew his situation up, and they made it a big thing, which I'm not taking nothing from him. That was amazing. Like, I felt so moved by this little boy. I was like, he took the initiative. They needed to push that story, and they needed to talk about how sometimes, give people motivations of no matter what your trials or tribulations may be, you can push through that, and the universe will reward you. And that was amazing. Give it up for that little boy for walking to school, baby. That was amazing. He deserved everything he got. Okay, he did. But what about the little kids, the other little kids at Walnut Park? Anybody think about those? Nope. They did not, and they also did amazing things. So I happen to be in contact with Darren Seals at Sankofa, which is in that community, the same community, which is Walnut Park, that Xavier went to. He is, a part of that community center, and it's actually 25 children that went from the 8th grade to they're going to high school this summer. So I'm putting together a black tie event for them, just to also give them recognition for being responsible, not choosing violence, and actually doing what they can do to make a better future for themselves. And I think it's dope. I was up there with them the other day. I was supposed to be there 30 minutes for a meeting. I ended up being there 3 hours. Now, and I was moved. So I'm trying to pool my resources together to give these children a black tie event, because each and every one of them deserve it. They deserve it. They deserve it. It's so much going on in that fucking community. Walnut Park is one of the worst fucking communities in St. Louis. One of the worst. If anybody know anything about St. Louis, even the people in St. Louis know, I will go over there, but they not to be fucking played with over there. They do not play in Walnut Park. You need to know somebody. Now, everybody be like, yeah, I go over in Walnut Park. Yeah, for how long, motherfucker? How long do you go to Walnut Park? How long do you go in Walnut Park? Do you walk down the street in Walnut Park at night? Fuck nah. Hell nah. Not if you ain't up from over there. Even if you from over there, it might be smoke. You know what I'm saying? So for these kids to be inside, choosing nonviolence, inside the community. They go to the community center every day. He works for them. They all graduate. 25 kids? Just say 25 children, 10 young ladies, and 10 gentlemen graduated from elementary school and going to high school just like Xavier. But only Xavier gets recognized. And they also have some of them have some situations where some didn't have transportation. Like, he was literally not the only one that was in that situation over there, and he was the only one that got recognized for it. And so I want to do something for them. So I'm putting together a dinner, but hey, I don't have any money, so I'm doing this strictly on my coin and the generosity of others. So if any of you guys want to donate to these kids, I do not have their sizes, but I will have more information from them and about them. And you can reach out to me on one of my, or jump in one of my inboxes, Yolanda Brown on Facebook, and or you want to donate, you could cash out me. I mean, just hit me in my inbox. I mean, I'm an open book, as you can see. I'm an open book. I don't got shit to hide, and I ain't scared of nobody. So what I'm going to say is, these kids, these other children also deserve recognition. There's a lot of kids around the city that graduated from the 8th grade. This I know. But these particular set of children, they need help. They need our help. They need our help. They need our help. And they deserve recognition as well. So I'm putting together a dinner. And I want them to dress up. I want them to get beautiful. I want them to know that they are worthy and that they can make it out of whatever situation, however, and that they moving in the right direction. They moving in the right direction. I'm proud of them. I'm proud of them. Because the conversation that was had when I was over there broke my heart. I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. So, wait a minute. I had a Serena and Venus story. Because what happened with them? They got inducted into something. Oh, yeah, they stocks paid off. But I'm going to go into that next week. I'll probably come back on Saturday and go live again at the studio. But because I had a comedy show and it got canceled. So now my Saturday is somewhat open. So I might come back do another show on Saturday because, these shows allow me to get my issue off, plus talk to my people because we got to do better. Everybody want to say it's white people, white people. It ain't no damn white people. It's us. It's us for real. It's us 100%. Now, when you try to elevate, when you get up there, you maybe can talk that shit. But when you on the base trying to get it together, trying to level up, it's us. When it's time to vote and you can't, the taxes are outrageous, it's us. It's us. Y'all will not move unless it's some bullshit. Now, if I say Jeezy here, you motherfuckers gonna jump up, get clean, show up early and shit. But if it's something of importance, you do not have time for it. You should be a fucking shame of yourselves. You should be a fucking shame of yourselves. The shit that you people allow the government to do because y'all don't support the mission to stop this ignorant ass shit. This is crazy. Y'all got to do better. So, like I said, if you want to help, if you want to support the dinner of the children of Walnut Park at Kofa, then you can stay in Kofa. You can always jump in my inbox. Again, it's Yolanda Brown on all platforms. You can also cash out me, Miss Me, MIZZME Creations with a K, and that's that information. And y'all, come on, let's love on each other. Let's do better. We have the power to shift the narrative. We have it. But if you can't do it, if you can't get with it, if you cannot, apply yourself. How your teachers used to tell you, you have to apply yourself. You have to take the initiative. You have to learn about it. You have to read about it. And if you can't read, motherfucker, get somebody to read it for you. Get in a literacy program. Like, basically, you know what you need. You know what you should do. You know what we got to do. Let's just do it. Let's shift this shit. This shit is getting out of control. This shit is getting out of control. And we need to do something about it. That's my show. And that's just my 2 cents. I'm Yolanda Misunderstood Brown. And Miss Me Creations is out of this bitch. I'm done. Now, what happened with my live where y'all couldn't hear me? Oh, my goodness. Why y'all couldn't hear me? Oh, shit. Why y'all couldn't hear me? Can y'all hear me now? Oh, thanks.